Hopefully it is not too dark from this angle. I am currently sitting on the floor in my beauty room looking at the things I have gathered over the last couple months. I've slowly grabbed things and I'm like, okay, Lainey, you don't reach for that very often, grab it. You don't really like that, grab it. And I've slowly compiled a pretty good amount of stuff here to declutter. Also, real quick, let's go through my drawers and see if there's anything else that I want to add. I'm definitely not going to get rid of any lip products at this point because just a couple months ago I did a whole new lipstick haul, got rid of all my old lipsticks, so definitely not willing to part with any of those yet. But let's see if there's anything I really want to get rid of. You guys, these are one thing I wish I wouldn't have bought so many of. Like, they're pretty. I love Kathleen, but I did not need that many. How will I ever use that? Pigments, like a dusting of pigment is all you need. They're so powerful. We're all good in there. There. Again, so many pigments. Probably early next year I'll have to downgrade some of my pigments. I just have too many and too many. I have a lot of concealers, but I love concealer, so I'm not going to get rid of it. This is an under eye corrector I got through Influencer. I like it, it works well, but I never reach for it, so maybe again in that next declutter I do, I might consider getting rid of that. I just don't use it. Maybe I'll give it to my friend Amy. She may really like that. But good on powders. I love using powders, so not worried about any of those. Primers, I'm just too attached to all of them. There's no way I could get rid of any of them at this point. I love them all. Even though I'm not reaching for primer like I used to, I love them all. Setting sprays, another thing I love so much. So even though I have too many, I gotta keep them. Bronzers, I have so many, but they're powder products, and a lot of them I haven't even opened yet. So I'm trying to focus on like using one up, then opening the next one, using one up, opening the next one, because we get so many bronzers, contour products in BoxyCharm. It's kind of crazy. Blush, I'm not worried about these. Again, powder products I feel like you can really keep a while, plus I do sanitize them a couple times a year. Foundations, this is what I'm trying to work on, and if I'm purchasing any, I set them aside. I am not opening them because I need to use up some foundations. Highlighters, is there anything in here I want to let go of? I bought this one and I don't know why I bought this. I have oily skin, like, why did I buy this? I'm not going to use it, like, ever. I thought, oh, that'll be cool in a video, but I never even reach for it. Again, in that declutter, next time, that one will probably go. But I'm good with everything else. Highlighters, gonna keep. Eyeshadows. These were not, like, there's just some things I buy because they catch my eye, but then I never ever reach for them. These glitter quads, they're so cool and they work really well, but I never reach for them. Is there anything in here I want to get rid of? I really need to start using some more of these eyeshadows. It's so hard to use up eyeshadows. Oh, I'm sorry, that's in this, that's been hanging in the picture. It is so hard to use up eyeshadows. Again, is there anything here? I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of this one. I just don't ever reach for this one. This one, we'll consider that one. So hard to say goodbye to these. Okay, so now let's check out everything I am deciding to get rid of. Are you ready for this? Let's go. I put everything on a blanket because I was just scared something could leak and get on the super light carpet that's down here. But let's start over here with beauty tools. There's really only 3 that I was like, okay, I want to get rid of them. One is this Luxie, I think it's a contour brush, but I don't know, it's just weird for a contour brush. I really prefer just a normal angled contour brush. This was just not cutting it for me. This one is just a e.l.f. winged liner brush that is not good. And then this one is a Morphe brush, and this one I probably won't donate. I'll just throw it away. It just looks, why is my camera, there we go. It just looks nasty down at the bottom. I don't know, I can't get it clean. So this one I won't donate. The other 2 I will, because that's kind of gross. Then this one has to go, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw me complaining about this. This is so gross and sticky. I can't. I've only used it like 10 times. It's so expensive. The bottle is beautiful. The shimmer is beautiful. The color is beautiful. But it is literally like putting super glue with some glitter in it all over your body. It just stays sticky and tacky throughout the day. It gets on stuff. I can't stand it. And then it gets all in my hair. You guys, this is definitely a purchase I regret because it's so expensive. It's such a waste. It's literally such a waste. This is like 3/4 full. I've hardly used this. First time I used it, it didn't really bother me because I was like, oh, it's just a little sticky. I'll get used to it. And I was buying into the YouTube hype. Everybody was amping it up, so I was like, yeah, I like it too. But you guys, this is nasty. Okay, any other body products? Let's see, is there any other? This brush cleaner from Walgreens, trash. It does not even work. This is Smashbox Primer Oil. I actually love this for the winter time. It's a beautiful primer. It works so well. I've just had it so long. I think it's way past its expiration. It's gotta go. This is a concealer palette we got in BoxyCharm. It's cool. It's got a ton of shades in there, but I'm not a makeup artist on the go or anything, so I don't know when I'll ever use this, and it's just not that great of quality concealer, so it's going. This concealer is going. I bought this from ColourPop, and obviously, as you can tell, it is not my skin tone. I was thinking of using it like liquid bronzer, contour. I don't know why I come up with these ideas. I don't like liquid bronzer or liquid contour. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, so it's going. Some foundations that gots to go because either they're too old or I just don't like them anymore. This foundation, loved it when it first came out. It was kind of like the first of its kind, but it's so thick and heavy, it's just not my jam anymore. This is the world's worst foundation I have ever used. It's by Beauty Bakery. This sucked. I used it one time. I mean, when I say this was bad, it was bad. It was so patchy and horrible. There's no working with it. It's not like when you can make work and struggle through it. It's terrible. This is actually one of my favorite drugstore foundations, Rimmel Stay Matte. This is amazing. It makes your skin look so smooth. If you have oily skin, I really recommend this. I've just had it so long. I was like, you know what? It's cheap. You don't have to hold on to it past its expiration. This is another liquid contour. I don't know why I thought I would like that. The foundation version of the Wet n Wild cushion is amazing, but I don't know why I thought I would like that. I think I did like a full face Wet n Wild, so that's probably where that came from. These two I'm so sad to let go of because the quality of these are amazing. If you have oily skin and need the best, most skin-like, perfectly matte foundation, it is this Peach Perfect foundation. It is spectacular. I've just had it a really, really long time, so I'm going to let it go. But both the primer and the foundation are spectacular. I would definitely repurchase these. I mean, literally, comfort matte. It is beautiful on the skin. It wears so well. The coverage is nice and it looks like skin. That is hard to find in a matte product. I highly, highly recommend this one. This Becca powder is wonderful. It looked great. It dried out. I really do recommend this powder if you don't have a huge collection and you're going to use it right away, because otherwise it dries out and then it's just like any other regular translucent powder, and that's not exciting. It's only exciting when it feels wet on the skin. So definitely use this one up. Don't hold on to it. Another foundation I'm saying bye to that I actually really like is the Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I don't think they make this anymore. It was a really beautiful foundation. I don't know why they don't carry it anymore, but I've had it too long, so it's gots to go. Whoa, how did I just zoom in so close? I realize there's one more thing I need to add in here, and this seriously upsets me, you guys, because the first, let's say 10 times I used this, I loved it. The packaging is stunning. It was expensive. I really liked how it felt for those days where you don't want to put on a full face, but you want your skin to look nice. It felt really light on the skin. It blurred out my skin. But after you open this, you guys, like, I need to update people in the comments of the video I did on this, because maybe like 2 months after I bought this, the texture of it, the color of it just seemed to change. It seemed darker. It didn't seem to apply the same. It just, I think it's because it's such a hydrating formula. It literally dries out basically right after you open it, which is kind of ridiculous and very irritating, but I can't even wear it because it peels up on the skin no matter what I do. No primer, it still rolls up in little balls. Like, ugh. It was so expensive, and the packaging is so beautiful. Definitely PO'd because, of course, the change happened long enough after buying it that I can't return it to Ulta, which super sucks. 2 highlighters I am getting rid of. They're cutesy. Again, it's those things you fall for when the new ColourPop things come out. These are old, by the way. I've had these a while. I'd never reached for them. The texture was really weird. Really greasy, like never dried down at all, so yeah, those are going. Another highlighter that is really pretty, it's a beautiful highlighter, but again, I just don't reach for those cream products with my skin type. This is stunning, and it'll really beam off your face, but it's bye-bye. Any other highlighters? I don't think so. I'm getting rid of both of my under eye correctors. I've just had them for such a long time. I definitely think they're far past their expiration since they're cream products. They both work really, really well, but a little bit of these goes such a long way that it's honestly really hard to use these up since I don't use them on the daily. It's more if I really want that little bit of extra glam, a little extra perfection. So I've had these a long time. This product, see how it got weird? I don't understand what happened. It just got weird inside. And I love this product so much. This is honestly one of my favorite lip products I've ever used. I found it at TJ Maxx, but it just got weird, like the color changed. And I was just like, not gonna risk putting that on my lips. But I love this product so much. This was just a meh product I didn't end up liking. Some mascaras that I purchased, but like didn't even like enough to use up. These were just not good at all. This one's Wet n Wild, bad. This one is Joa, just, it's like not horrible, but it doesn't really do much. You know, it's not a mascara to get excited about. 2 lip primers. They both work great. They both serve a purpose. They do what they're supposed to. I just don't reach for them. And that's terrible because they are good products, but the more I get into makeup, the more I enjoy putting on makeup, which it seems like I enjoy it more and more. I learn the things that really don't work for me. And I'm not even saying the product don't work, but just the steps that I don't want to take in my makeup routine because I do a full face before I go to work every day. So there's just things that I've learned over time. Yes, the products work, but girl, you're never going to reach for them, so stop buying them. And lip primers are that thing for me. This little Beauty Bakery lipstick, cute, pretty color, just tired of using it. Eyeliner by Makeup Revolution, dried up really, really fast. My go-to is the NYX Matte Black now. It is amazing. The price is right, so this one is going bye-bye. I love the Stila Mini Glitters. The liquid eyeshadows are good. They're just not my favorite. I'd much rather use a powder eyeshadow, so these are going bye-bye. I've had this literally for years. Like, I don't even want to think of how long I've had this. It's the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. I've heard they changed the formula, which makes me so sad because this is the perfect product to put under dry liquid lipsticks. Things that just suck the moisture out of your lips. It's the best primer you could ever use, and a little goes a long way. I've had this for years and used it past tense since I'm getting rid of it. Used it almost every day, and like it's only half used up. Just an assortment of eyeliners, lip liners that I just don't reach for. Like, I've had a long time. Just the colors, like I don't wear these colors anymore. When I first started YouTube, I was all about bright colors everywhere all the time. And I'm maturing, I'm almost 30, so I'm just not reaching for those. These two I just don't reach for. They've kind of dried out. And then this one just does not stay in place. This was the world's worst primer I've ever used. It is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer. It's horrible. Nothing will sit on top of it. All the foundations like repel off of it. This was horrific. A disaster. This bronzer I love. It is so pigmented though that I've had it for years. 2016, yeah, a long time. And I'll never use this up. It is so pigmented. It's a great bronzer. It's beautiful. But I literally have used this for years and have never used it up. So I figure it'll never be a part of my reverse rouge and it's time to say goodbye. This next blush, too shimmery, too satiny for my skin type. And it just is hard. It's like a very hard baked product. So it seems like you have to really work and work and work to get a really good color payoff. Liquid bronzer we got in Box Charm a long time ago. Literally never reached for that. Every once in a while to darken a foundation I would. Every once in a while, but like there's a lot of product in there because I just never reach for it. Flower Beauty. I probably could have put this in my reverse rouge because I basically have used it all up. I consider if I hit pan, basically using it up with how much products I have. It is a really nice powder, but I just have so many others that I want to use that I'm like, see you later. This was something we got in BoxyCharm and I actually did like it in one way. I liked the radiance of the shimmery side, and it's very, very finely milled, like it's extremely silky. This one I don't know, I didn't see myself reaching for it a lot because if you put too much, it could give an extreme white cast to the skin. See if you can see. See, it's like you rub it in, but there's still that kind of like white cast on my fingers. And I just found that it was giving that cast if I just barely put too much, so goodbye. This one is hard to let go of because this is like OG Jaclyn Hill. Like, I think this was her first collab, like big collab. It is beautiful. Oh my gosh, the packaging is luxe. The products are so nice. But the thing is, now that like I've been into makeup more in the years that have gone by, better things have come out. And I've just had this so long, like it's hard to let go of it. It really is hard to let go of it. These highlighters are nice, but they're so deep. I don't get tan enough now. Everything in here is beautiful and it's really barely used. You guys should, I don't know, part of me is like, keep it, just keep it, but it's so beautiful. I mean, this was when we all loved Jaclyn so much and we're so excited for the things she was doing. This brings me really back to like original YouTube and why I got into YouTube and why I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Oh, this has some serious memories tied to it. It's hard to say goodbye, but sometimes you gotta say goodbye to the things you love. I do love it. Goodbye. No, that does make me a little sad. This is one of those things I picked up at TJ Maxx because I've always wanted to try it. And then, see, I did not realize that these are like jelly products. They're like cream. And if you have creasy lids, my goodness, does this crease. The colors were like, ooh, yay. I was like, I love that. I thought they were powders. They are not. And they get all chunked up and gloopy and stuck in my creases. 3 of the Unique Splurge matte eyeshadows. Or maybe this one might be a metallic. I actually really do love these, but again, I'm really not into cream products in my collection because I don't use them fast enough. One of the best blushes there is ever, the Milani Luminoso. It's basically used up. And then this one it's beautiful, really pretty. We got it in BoxyCharm, but I should have given this away because it's cream. I'll never reach for it. Like, the colors are pretty and they feel really nice. They're really a beautiful product. But I'll never, ever reach for that. Like, I think I reached for it twice because of my skin type. It just doesn't work. And with my large pores, it does not work. Something else I have struggled to get rid of because this was like, again, throwback YouTube back at the beginning when Kat Von D was everything to everybody. This palette I was so freaking excited for. I want to say it was probably one of the first big eyeshadows I bought. It's super cool. It says metal, and then if you flip it, it says matte. The colors are really nice. I mean, she does make really good eyeshadows. The foils are beautiful. I mean, look at that one. So pretty. I just never found myself reaching for this palette. And I think part of it is just it's so big, you guys. Look at it. Look how big it is. It's so big and bulky. It didn't fit into my collection very well. The mattes are really pretty. They're very pigmented. But like some of the colors that really drew me to it, like this one, it doesn't apply well to the lid. It gets kind of chalky. And then the other colors are just kind of like, they're nice, but it's nothing I really reach for. Like, I don't wear these kinds of tones here like ever. I'd be more likely to dive into these here. But this here was like the color that drew me in, and it just doesn't apply well on the eye. I think I went back and looked, and yeah, 2016 on my YouTube channel. So it's time to say goodbye to that. Goodbye. This is the one where I'm like, oh, do I get rid of it? I don't think it's super old. It's just not, I mean, not like terrible. I mean, 2017. Oh, don't judge me. But it's not something I reach for a lot. These just aren't colors I wear a lot. I like, if I'm going to do an eye look, it's usually either all matte, like today, or I really like bold eyes, like a little pop of color or some mega shimmer. This is just very like natural, everyday makeup kind of thing. That's just not me on the eyes. Even when I'm going to work, I usually like to do something a little extra, something a little special on the eyes. So do I keep this? Do I know? It's hard to say. I do have so many other palettes that have colors just like this in it. Okay, I'm just going to say goodbye to it. I'm just going to say goodbye to it. You guys, I have makeup all over me. It's crazy that even with how much makeup I have, it's still hard to say goodbye to things because, I don't know, I form an attachment to them and I keep thinking, oh, I'll use that, but I have so much to use up. I'm really trying to focus on using them up. If you haven't seen my recent Reverse Rouge, I have used a lot of products, but since I get BoxyCharm every month, it's like, dang, I never see it, my collection really decrease because I get so much stuff in BoxyCharm, and that's why I love doing the monthly giveaways, because I just can't keep everything. There's no reason for me to. I have so much makeup. If you're not on my notifications, you should be, because every single month I do a BoxyCharm, BoxyLuxe unboxing, and I always give away stuff. So, you know, I love helping my Lash fam grow their collection, and I love not letting mine get totally out of hand. My collection's nothing crazy. I mean, I remember watching Desi Perkins' video of her skincare area, and I was just like, oh, that's a dream and a nightmare wrapped into one, because I really don't like having too much. Like, having too much overwhelms me. It doesn't make me feel like excited. It makes me just feel like freaked out and overwhelmed. And that's kind of how I felt when I watched her skincare video. Part of me was like, oh, I would love to have that much skincare, but then part of me was like, oh my god, no, I wouldn't. Every time I open up my cabinet, I'd be like, oh, how do I have so much stuff? So definitely, as I get older, you know, 30 is next year around the corner, I'm trying to be a little bit more minimalist, while also letting myself love makeup and enjoy my collection. So yeah, I'm trying to walk that fine line in between the two. But I hope you guys enjoyed this declutter. It's going to feel really good when I get rid of all of this stuff. Definitely is going to take me a minute because I got to clean some of it out for the stuff that can be recycled, and then put the couple brushes in my donation pile. And for those of you who are like, oh my gosh, like, don't just throw that stuff away. Honestly, all of it's been used and a lot of it is past its expiration, so there's just no way I would feel comfortable donating it. Like, I would not want to donate used expired makeup to somebody like that. That's not kind, you know? And then it's like old enough that I don't even want to give it to my, like, I don't want to give it to my friends. Like, it's just, it's gotta go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the declutters, give this video a thumbs up, because I think early next year I'll probably have another one coming. It'll be that time to really look through everything again and make those hard decisions. But yeah, you guys, that's everything. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't even think I'm going to do a shout out of the day or a welcome of the day. It's just short and sweet, raw and real little declutter video. But I really hope you guys know that I seriously so appreciate every single member of the Lash fam. I'm so thankful for you guys. The Lash fam is growing. It's so exciting. Every time I see a new subscriber, my heart skips a beat, because it just makes me so happy to see that people are enjoying my content and that people want to join the fam, join the community, because I know everybody says this, but I seriously have the kindest, best subscribers. I really do. You guys are always rooting me on. You're so kind and so welcoming to new members. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm so thankful for you guys. And that is everything. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. Join the Lash fam. You will not regret it. And as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.